We back with some updates, man. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. You know what it is. VACAY-JayTV family. Come on in the room. Hit that like button. Come on in the room. Share this out, family. You already see the thumbnail. You see what we're about to talk about today. And I hate to say it, but I told you so. I hate to say it, but I told y'all. We told y'all. A lot of us told y'all that your man 50 is not going to let this get away. So come on in the room. Let's talk about it. Come on in the room, VACAY-JayTV. I'm going to wait a couple minutes for y'all to come through. Man, oh man, craziness is going down. And look, this is getting beyond rap at this point. It's getting beyond rap, but it's all about hip hop, right? Excuse me. It's all about hip hop. What's good? What's good? Mitchie Music made it to the live. What up? What up? You made it. Must have got a notification, huh? Okay. Yeah, that's what happens when you keep the app open. Yeah, man. Come on in the room. Come on in the room. Share this out. Share this out. Hit that like button. Tap the screen if you're on your phone. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Lot going on. Lot going on. Let me know you can hear me loud and clear. If I'm loud and clear in your ears, please let me know. We're gonna talk about it, fam. We're gonna talk about this has to be. This is a different time, man. It's a different time in hip hop history right now. You happen to be on here. Oh, okay. You'll get an iPhone soon enough. Good. Get an iPhone so you can get notifications. I guess we know what's going on. So absolutely, it's time to upgrade. Time to upgrade. But definitely share this out. Share this out. Let me know you can hear me loud and clear. Mitchie Music, Vacay VIP in the house, member of the channel and supporter of the channel. Absolutely. So fam, let's get into it, man. Let's get into it because we got stuff to do. We got stuff to do. Look, man, look. Your man 50. Y'all know about what's going on with the beef. Y'all know about what's going on with T.I. You know about how T.I. was mad because 50 didn't want to do a versus. 50's doing other stuff. We've already done like lives about this. But now it is official. Family, that 50 Cent is officially going to do a documentary on T.I. and Tiny, right? This is what he posted. T.I. and Tiny, surviving T.I. and Tiny. 50 is reportedly developing. He's in development. Now look, I ain't have to tell y'all this was going to happen. You kind of knew that this was going to happen, fam. You had to know that 50 was not going to send back a rap track to go back and forth with T.I. You had to have known this. The man said, I'm not messing with you. And then turn around, T.I. get mad and then use this to catapult his last album that he's doing. But now with all that has been going on, okay, the Tiny in this, that, and the third, you bring out the man's unalive, deceased mother. 50 said, nah, bruh. It's official, bruh. It's in development, bruh. 50 not playing with you, bruh. Like, so I don't know if y'all thought about this, and I'm talking to the family. I'm talking to the house. Again, this is not about New York versus Atlanta at this point. This is about T.I., Tiny, the family versus 50. That's what it's all about. Loud and clear, thank you. That's what it's all about. It's not about a state versus another state, and none of that stuff. It's about T.I., Tiny, and the family versus 50. And when the man says he's in development, I'm going to call him Senior. 50 Cent is Senior. He is Senior, no cap. Good evening, Deborah. Thank you for coming through. Thank you. Hit that like button for your boy. Appreciate it. Hit that like button. Tap the screen if you're on your phone. I'm calling 50 Senior, no cap because the man will not cap. He's not about cap. He's not going to lie. He is going to do what he says he's going to do, okay? Look, man, the man said he's in development of the documentary for Tiny and T.I. Now, look, if you're a T.I. fan, you know what T.I. has gone through. You know about the federal charge. You know about the straps and all that. You know about that. You know what's going on. So what else is going on where 50 is going to bring out something that is absolutely going to be very detrimental to T.I. and Tiny? Well, remember they had a lawsuit with some woman claiming that whatever it was. Okay. I don't know, 50 may go get, the girl that made a claim against them and she lost and they got some money off of it, but he might bring out this person. There may be other people in the woods that's not really feeling what T.I. or Tiny's doing, man. And again, I don't like the back and forth, but look, you at this point, I said it the other day. It wasn't 50 that was picking on T.I. T.I. wanted to do a versus. 50 said, I don't know what you're talking about. 50 already said, I'm not messing with you. T.I. got mad, put out a war song, put out some diss songs, put out his single. Okay, so who's picking on who? Right? And then, of course, 50 put out the picture with Tiny. We already know. So, look, man, at this point, you got to know this man, 50, senior no cap, okay, he has a major deal with Netflix, fam. Now, again, may not go with Netflix, but I'm just using Netflix as a reference because he already put out the Diddy documentary on what? On Netflix. Netflix, at this point, has the most eyes on their network, right? Worldwide, not just regional, not just regional. Worldwide, Netflix has the most eyes on it. That's why the Diddy documentary was #1 for weeks. Okay. So, what is going to happen here is that if this man is developing a documentary for T.I. and Tiny, that means the man, for him to post this is his post right here. Okay. This is his post right here. Now, he probably took it down because that's what he does. He'll put it up, right? Say what he needs to say, and then he'll take it down so you won't, keep your eyes fixated on it because he's going to come when he comes. But he's going to do a documentary on these guys. I wonder, and again, I'm thinking, what could 50 possibly have on T.I. and Tiny that he's developing a documentary? Fam, I don't know. I don't know. This is not going to be a good thing. It's not going to turn out pretty for T.I. or Tiny. The kids went after his unalive mom, and then this guy, he jumps in, right? So it's not going to look good for T.I. So T.I. fans, like, come here, man. Come here, come here, come here. You should have talked to your boy because 50 is always 10 steps ahead. And I told y'all before, I asked the question, will he retaliate? And it looks like the man is about to retaliate, fam. Y'all let me know what you think about this right here. This is it. Okay, somebody said 50 started it. How did they start it? How did he start it? Let me know. Let me know how 50 started this beef, right? Because again, from what I saw, 50 saw that he was going into comedy a while ago. When he was going before he went into comedy, he's like, yo, you going into this funny stuff. I'm not with it. Stay away from me. Right. I ain't see nothing about T.I. or Tiny until T.I. came out and said what he said about the versus situation. You know what I'm saying? So how did 50 start this? Help me out because the man said no. I said it the other day. Just because a person don't want to come and play with you, you know what I'm saying? If you when we were kids, if somebody came to your house and you was like, nah, I don't want to play with you, you blaming it on that kid for not wanting to play with you. So how did he start it? Help me out. Mr. Mew says, I am a T.I. fan for sure, but 50 wouldn't do the doc without something um airtight and legit. Okay. So got you. So he said he posted his wife. Okay. 50 posted his wife and he said, like I said, keep my name out your mouth. So he posted his wife, which was showing her BBL and her leg, which was in retaliation. Now he didn't do that in the beginning. Remember, T.I. went on Wallow and Gilly and was talking about that whole verses and calling 50 out for just not wanting to do the verses. He was mad, right? And you saying leave the wife and the kids out of it? Nobody. So when again, I said it the other day, fam. When there is a battle going back and forth, if it's rap, everybody at this point in 2026 is not off limits. It's not off limits. Unfortunately, that's what it is. It's not off limits. All right. We can go again, we can go back. Let's not like be specific on and in particular about one person, 50, because we can go back and talk about Kendrick and Drake. When Drake brought in Kendrick's wife and kids and his best friend, if we talk about rap now, because that's where this all started, it's been going on. It's been going on. And if the man don't want nothing to do with you, and then you coming at him and you talking about him, you trying to defame him, you trying to, degrade him and all of this and that, and mess up his brand because he doesn't want to do verses with you to establish your album. He doesn't want to rap with you. He doesn't even want to mess with you. And you go out and do interviews and start damaging his name. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'm just saying, fam. I'm not defending 50. I'm just talking with you. I'm just talking with you today because we gotta look at the whole thing, fam. We gotta look at the whole thing. Why did this start? Right. Exactly. Yeah. The 50 mamas. Look, a lot of people didn't like it. He didn't even like it. T.I. told King, yo, all right, you going too far. Exactly. So now they going back and forth. So look, 50 mom ain't off limits either. But guess what? Now because of all this and that, the man been doing documentaries. So again, this was expected. It's all expected. He wasn't going to get away. He wasn't going to get away. So if he's in development of doing a documentary on T.I. and Tiny again, I wonder what he has on that. You know what I'm saying? Ego started this, but this gonna end good. Look, I'm gonna say it's gonna end good for both. Because if we talking about a man, this is again, exactly. All of this is publicity. Exactly. That's right, DeMarcus. That's right. You know what I'm saying? It's all promotion for them. Oh, you said it's not going to end well. It's not going to end good. Well, I don't think it's going to end good if there's going to be a lot of exposure, right? Again, we just talking about it, fam. I ain't taking sides. It is what it is. I'm just saying, like, you poke somebody that has established himself in the media to get the most eyes on you, right? The most eyes on you through Netflix, through a documentary, or through whatever you do. Like 50's range and reach goes way further than T.I. Way further at this point. So you knew this was going to happen, right? I'm just saying, we knew that something like this was going to go down, fam. We knew something like this was going to go down. We say, I would like to see all of them in the singing contest, but nobody would win. Nah, man. That was supposed to be verses. That was supposed to be the whole verses thing. But 50 didn't want to do it. T.I. got mad. What you say? 50 needs therapy. It's deeper than we know. Okay, that's your opinion. I get it. Yeah, I get it. I think we all need therapy, to be honest with you. What you say, DeMarcus says, this was a new age type of verses. Exactly. Thank you, DeMarcus. That's what I said earlier. I said we're in a different time. We are in a different time where people are not just going back and forth on record. It's way beyond it now. You mentioned the other day, DeMarcus, about, Jay-Z mentioning Nas's baby mama and that super ugly song to go against Ether. And everybody's like, nah, that was whack, da-da-da, Nas won the battle. Well, a lot of people say Nas won the battle, right? Remember that? So even way back then, what was that in the 2000s? Even way back then, cats was talking about wives and mothers and baby mamas and stuff like that. And it was just like it was frowned upon then, but now it's no holds barred now. Everybody talking about everybody. So if they talking about his mom, guess what 50 said? I'm in development. Let me bring it back up. It's in development, fam. In development. 50 Cent reportedly developing the surviving T.I. and Tiny documentary. That's 50's post right there. So at this point, like, what we gonna do? You know what I'm saying? We knew that this was gonna happen. Thank you, Mitchie Music, for the $10 super chat. I appreciate you. Appreciate you. Much love. She says, 50 Cent, in my opinion, is a great businessman. I have no sides, but I'll watch the doc. I think we'll all watch the doc, fam. I think we'll all watch it. And thank you again for that $10 super chat. Much appreciated, much needed. Yeah, man. I will, you'll watch it too. One Honey Child. I think we'll all watch it, man, because this is where hip hop has come to. You know what I'm saying? It is. I want to say that this is like the evolution of rap battles in hip hop. It's the evolution, because again, going back and forth on record, that has been done. Kendrick and Drake did it as of most recent, right? And there's other people that's done it. Fabulous. He tried to get it 50. The whole, I don't want to call them squatters, but that's what they call themselves, the squatters, right? You know what I'm saying? Jim Jones, Beto, and Davies, and you know what I'm saying? They call themselves the squatters. They were joking and laughing because it is what it is. But again, everybody trying to get at 50. He paid attention to few, but this one, he said, you know what? You're worth my time. I'm going to develop a documentary. Yeah, man, what could he possibly have on T.I. and Tiny, man? Right. We say all fair and level. Exactly, One Honey Child. Exactly. All's is fair in love and war. So if people are chiming in and they talking about stuff, look, I'm gonna say it like this, man. This man, regardless of how you feel about him, if you really look at it from another POV, this man, regardless of how you feel about 50, when you either go at this man or you work with this man, you're in the spotlight. And what you do with that spotlight is up to you. Now, T.I., again, use this. I'm not even going to say beef. I'm going to say grudge against 50 for not doing the verses to kind of do these diss tracks to he was trying to poke the bear. That's what T.I. was trying to do with these verses, with these battle songs that he was doing, with these diss songs to 50. He was trying to poke the bear to see if 50 was going to come out and play. And 50's like, I ain't playing with you. You know what I'm saying? I got this show coming out. I got this show. I got this deal going on right here. So why am I going to play around with you, fam? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not playing with you. I'm just gonna, turn around and do a documentary on you. I'm gonna do a documentary on you. What to say, new doc? New doc King Rat. Oh man, and he got a picture of him and Diddy. Oh man, this is not good. And again, I don't think 50 didn't post this. First off, I'm just gonna say this right now. 50 did not post this. Okay, somebody else somebody who's a fan of 50 did an AI pick and they did this. Okay. So 50 didn't post this, just for the record. He didn't post this, but this is what I saw. And I said, let me share with the people. 50 did not post this. So don't be like, oh, 50 is cruel. No. 50 did not post this. Okay, just for the record. What you say? I may be in the minority, but I believe 50 needs to stop with the foolishness. Someone can easily do a documentary on him. That's true. RC, that's true too. You know what I'm saying? Like, who said it? One who said it earlier? One Honey Child said it right there. All's fair in love and war. They can do that if they want to. Is it gonna get out there is the question. Is it gonna get out there? Now somebody could do it and put it on YouTube or do whatever, like, it would be, like, on a low scale, fit somebody could do that. But at this point, all eyes is on Netflix, okay? All eyes is on whatever this man has a deal whoever this man has a deal with, and if they say, "You know what?" If they say, "You did a great job with the whole Diddy doc. Now you're doing a Tiny and T.I. doc. Whoa, what do you have on that?" And they look at it and they see it. If they put out the Diddy doc, they gonna put out the T.I. and Tiny doc. You know what I'm saying? Happy Thursday. What's good? What's good? I appreciate you for coming through. Hit that like button, fam. Share this out. Share this out. You know what we're talking about, man. You see the thumbnail. You see what's going on, man. It was going to come down to it, man. T.I., he's like, yo, you ain't going to get away with that. You're not going to get away with that. You know what I'm saying? He said, now that's low key funny. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I mean, they could, but how big would it be? What you say? 50 is pissed that T.I. did some tracks with P. Diddy, just like Nas did. Okay. 50 can't 50 Cent doc won't be on Netflix or Stars. Oh, we'll see. You say, look, you saying that now, but who knew? Look, when he said he was going to do a doc on Diddy, a lot of people didn't believe him. A lot of people said, oh, this cap. Right. And then it came out, became the number 1 like series on Netflix for like weeks. So now people like, oh, he ain't capping. He for real. We say RC says my point is 50 is now on the level of Jay-Z and Snoop. He should be above all the pettiness by now, but that's just who he is. Yeah, I mean, look, he's I agree with you that he's on that level, right? Like mogul type level, billionaire status type level. I got you. I totally agree with you on that. But at the same time, he also has a reputation, right? So if I have a reputation, even though I'm hitting these levels financially, I'm at these levels, I can't let nobody come at me like this because of who I am. And my persona is 50 Cent, right? I'm Curtis Jackson handling business, but I'm Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. So I can't let nobody try to degrade my brand and what I established. But again, we again, I'm not saying that he should stop or not. I'm just saying that this man has been consistent because if he came out the gate petty with people and made a song How to Rob and all this and that, and he got plenty of songs in the vault, and he's being very consistent. And 50 is funny because he's laughing at this whole thing and sees it as a game. You know, he sees it as a game. What you say? T.I. and Tiny Doc would not bring in numbers like P. Diddy did. Okay. But look, y'all got to understand. While he's like, I'm going to do a doc, what is that doing for T.I.? That's promoting T.I. even more. Think about it. Think about it. You know what I'm saying? It's really promoting T.I. even more. Right? T.I. and Tiny. So, he did a doc about Diddy. He gonna do a doc about T.I. and Tiny. Oh man, this is mad. This is major promotion. You know what I'm saying? And it may be a good doc, but we know 50. He'll be like, yeah, T.I. established this, Tiny established this, da 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 da. You know. So you said what? What you say? Okay. I also don't want to see the escalating to something dangerous like B. I don't think it will get to that level. I really don't think RC will get to that level, honestly. One Honey Child says they plan this. I heard that too. I heard that too. Somebody sent me a picture. I didn't save it. I didn't save it. Somebody sent me a picture this morning. Shout out to them. And it was a picture of 50 and T.I. in like a diner. Behind them was like the media and people like, oh, T.I., oh, 50, right? But 50 is showing the phone to T.I. and they both laughing. So when you say this is planned, hey, it might be planned. It might be. He's like, yo, look, I ain't doing no verses. But okay. The reason why I agree with you that it may be planned is because a lot of y'all don't remember this story. And I wish y'all did, but I'm gonna say it now. Here's the story. Some of y'all may be familiar with the story, but this happened a while ago, right? Y'all remember Chameleonaire, right? They see me rolling, they hating, riding dirty, right? Right? That one hit song that he had. He had one hit song and turned around. He took that money, went to Silicon Valley, man. He flipped that. He ain't never had to do music again. The dude is a millionaire, billionaire right now, right? Now, in the midst of all of that, right? 50 was doing his thing, right? And 50 knew back then about marketing. He was a marketing genius. And while Chameleonaire was hot, 50 dissed Chameleonaire, right? So Chameleonaire, this is the story. This is the story. This is the story that Chameleonaire tells about him. All right. This Chameleonaire said it. He said, so Chameleonaire took it personal because he's like, yo, I ain't never had no beef with 50. You know what I'm saying? Why is 50 talking trash? Why is this? So Chameleonaire rolled up on 50 backstage at whatever show it was, right? Maybe it was like a show where all the artists, and he rolled up on 50 like, yo, 50, what's up with that, man? You know what I'm saying? I don't got no beef with you. What's going on with this, right? So 50 snatched him up, not snatched him up in a mean way, but it's like, yo, come with me. Let's go into this room. Let's talk. So they went into the room and talked. And this is what Chameleonaire said. He said, man, look, this is all marketing and promotion, fam. If you would have came back and dissed me, right, and said, oh, forget 50 Cent, da-da-da-da, and then made a diss track, you would have blew up even more, bro. You would have blew up even more. And Chameleonaire said, dang. He could have had another album and all of this and that. And yeah, he could have did that. All right. So, fam, I wouldn't put it past anybody. I wouldn't put it past anybody that this may be planned out. This may be planned like, yo, I can't do the verses for you, but guess what? Go ahead. Go and diss me. Do us some tracks. Do this. I'm going to do this. And then, now I don't think, from what T.I. says, he was not happy that the kids joined in, like King joined in. He wasn't happy, that Damani did a rap. He wasn't happy that King made a t-shirt of 50's mom, because then he said, man, you went too far, right? He wasn't happy about that. But if this is planned, this is a very clever plan for these guys to get marketing, promotion for T.I.'s last album, for whatever 50 is doing next. Like, it's just genius marketing, because guess who's talking about it? All of us are talking about it still as it develops, as he's putting this out here, that he's developing the documentary. You know what I'm saying? As T.I.'s coming out with the Let Him Know video. You know what I mean? He ain't do no more diss tracks, right? So was it 4 diss songs to 50? Then he put out the video to Let Him Know. And then the album gonna roll out, unless he put out another single. Great promotion. Guess who's talking about it? All of us. Guess who's talking about it? All of us are talking about it. So if this is not marketing genius on both parts, if they're working together, they got us. They got us talking about it. It is what it is. You got to do what you got to do, right? You do what you got to do. But he like, yo, you ain't getting away with this, fam. You're not getting away. You and your wife, I'm gonna make this doc on you, and it is what it is, fam. So y'all let me know in the chat, man, if this is a plan, a marketing plan by the marketing genius himself, then guess what, fam? It's working. We say One Honey Child says it's too much love for ATL. So many New Yorkers live here. Oh, it's all love. Look, I lived in Georgia. I lived in Lawrenceville, Georgia for about 5 years, man. I got love for GA too. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm wearing my Yankee fitted because that's where I'm from. You know what I'm saying? I'm always gonna represent New York, but I got love for Georgia too. You know what I'm saying? I got love for Georgia too. Shout out to Mitchie Music with the super chat. Thank you so much with the $2 super chat. He says, y'all don't forget to tap the double tap like button. Thank you, Mitchie Music, for that $2 super chat. RC says, the one knock I had on T.I. before the battle was he turned down a versus challenge versus Buster a few years. Exactly. Why did he do that? Because he knew. He's talking about, yeah, you're an elder statesman, it's 2 different generations, you know what I'm saying? Nah, he knows that nobody wants to battle Buster because Buster rips down every freaking stage. I seen Buster Rhymes live at the Apollo. The whole entire building was shaking when Buster was rhyming. It was crazy. It was crazy. So no, yeah, yep, yep. I agree with you, bro. Shout out to DeMarcus Vaughn with the $10 super chat. Bah, 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 bah. Shout out to you, fam. I appreciate you, fam. VACAY-JayTV, it said, I told you that Alex Lepre getting arrested was a publicity stunt for promotion, and you swore up and down that it wasn't. She used that as marketing also. For what? For what? For what came out after that, Mr. DeMarcus? What came out after that for Alex Lepre? I don't see Alex Lepre no more. What's she doing? What's the project? I don't think that was for marketing purposes, bro. I think that was for real. For what marketing purpose was it? What did she come out with? Was she in a show? Was she in a movie? Was there an album coming out? None of that happened after that, brother. So I have to disagree with you on that. Gemini Don is in the building. What's good? He said, check my comments earlier. I said it's T.I. fault, but I don't think it's marketing on 50 part. T.I. is the one promoting an album when 50 not even thinking about T.I. Yep. T.I. didn't think this through. I agree with you on that too, bro. I agree with you on that too, because oh man. I mean, who said it? Somebody said it before. They said the pride, ego, right? It's the king. It's the king of the South, man. You know what I'm saying? And he really, I'm telling you right now, if you really look at it, T.I. was mad and he came at 50 with these diss tracks. And he said, nah, man, I don't want to do no verses. I don't even want to stand on the same stage as this guy, man. I don't respect this guy because he didn't want to do verses with him. Because he just didn't want to mess with you at all. Right? So 50 chestnut check is okay, this is how you want to do it? A word, you let your son wear a shirt of my deceased mom? Oh, now you got Rick Ross involved. Oh, Rick Ross coming out. Oh, Tiny. Oh, Miss Knowles. Oh man, that was bad too. Miss Knowles coming out to support Tiny. It was getting messy. But guess what? He gonna bottle all of that up. That's what he does. He gonna bottle all that up. What you say? Buster would have smoked T.I. Exactly. We know. I think T.I. knew too. That's why he packaged this like, yeah, you know, you have a different generation. So he's not of a different generation, man. His last joint that we remember that he did was with what? With Chris Brown, right? Get away, get away, get away. You know, that all of that, right? Guest appearance. Busta Rhymes still doing albums. All right. Whether you like it or not, he's still doing albums. So he's very much present. Busta's very much present. So yeah, come on. All right, we say. Hold on. Chat is moving real fast. The Don Gemini says the entire family talking about 50 more than T.I.'s new album. I said it all along. T.I. didn't need to bait 50, and now 50 may put out a documentary. Wasn't long ago. T.I. and Tiny faced a Rico. Yeah. Right? We say Mitch Music says Gemini Don. I agree. T.I. isn't a business dude. His son is out of control too. Yep. RC says, and another thing, T.I. says he's the king of the South, but is he really? I'm not even sure he's the king of Atlanta. To me, Scarface is the real king of the South. Okay. The people are speaking. The people are speaking today. I see you, fam. Okay, y'all talking back and forth to each other. Busta vs. T.I. is what? Apple and oranges generational wise. Well, musically too. You know what I'm saying? To agree with you, musically, like, while T.I. may have like marching band trap music, you know what I'm saying? Rubber band, right? You know, he got like that marching band type joints, you know what I'm saying? Bring him out. You know what I'm saying? What Swiss did for him, right? And a lot of people get on him. Yeah, you know, New York established you. Okay. That's opinion. That's what it is. I'm not going there. But while T.I. has a lot of hits, just live your life, hey, right? All of them hits. T.I. got hits. Okay, with Rihanna. He got hits. Busta got joints that will shake this whole freaking live stream in your house. And come on, what I'm saying, put your hands with my Oscar seat. Come on, man. Like lyrically, the man is Busta has been on Mars, bro. Busta Rhymes has been on Mars. Give Busta Rhymes his props. The legendary Busta Rhymes at this point. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of what's going on personally for him. You know what I mean? I don't care. Like, you know, I was saying this to I was saying it to one of my boys, you know what I'm saying, from Atlanta the other day, man. I said, yo, back in the day, we ain't care who cats was sleeping with. We ain't even know. We ain't have access to people's lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Back then, we didn't care. We just wanted to know what was the next biggest joint coming out. When's this album coming out? Like times were so simple then. When social media came about, now here come the gossiping rap people and they gossiping about, oh, well, you know, this person, that person is sleeping with this person. It's just like, yo, let's get back to the music. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's up with that? I don't care who people sleeping with. I don't care what's going on with all that personal stuff. Give me some great music and let's see what's going on. But again, this is not gossip here. We talking about some established artists that we love. I got love for 50. I got love for T.I. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a fan of the music. I love the music. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of what 50 has done with everything. You guys know that. But again, this is wild stuff to even be talking about, man, because this is where hip hop has come. Are we happy about where hip hop is right now with cats? And again, who started the suing thing? We know who did. I'm not even mentioning his name. But dudes start suing. Now, next level is documentaries. Now, the same old diss tracks is not hitting the way that they fire. But now my whole rebuttal to your diss tracks is I'm gonna do a documentary on you, bro. We are in a totally different age when it comes down to music. The fact that T.I. said he didn't like what King did, and his son said they put out their diss songs, knowing T.I. was moving, wouldn't approve, they made this situation worse. Yeah, I agree. I agree. You know what I'm saying? But see, so the way T.I. making it sound, he making it sound like, yo, he didn't even know they was going to do this and he put it out. You know what I'm saying? He said he worked very hard to get King away from this type of behavior of crashing out, right? But now because 50 posted Tiny with her dress flying up with the BBL in the leg, and he didn't say anything bad about Tiny. He said, yo, I told y'all before, leave my name out your mouth. That's when everything, oh, you posted my mom's, oh. And then they went wild. And Di's like, yo, I can't do nothing at this point. These kids is grown. They gonna do what they want to defend their mother. And I already said this the other day. I said, look, I would defend my mom's too, to the end. Period. T.I. said he would die for this. That's what he said. You heard him? When he's on Apple talking to Ebro, I would die for my family, you know. I was like, all right, bro, easy. Busta needed to do a versus with LL. I don't even think that's a good match. I don't think anybody could really match. Like, okay, Busta got some girl songs. LL got girl songs. They both got classics. You know, it would be some good high energy stuff. You know, can I see it? I don't know. Can y'all see it? Gemini says, I'm a fan of both, but T.I. started this stuff. Still mad because 50 told him, hey, thank you. Told him no years ago. And I think that's what's going over people's heads, Gemini Don, that when the man said, no, I'm not doing verses with you, you doing comedy now. I'm not feeling that right now. So I'm not feeling you. Stay away from me. That was like, yo, I'm not effing with you, bro. So T.I. got mad. Oh, he ain't a man. He ain't standing on his word. Bro, the man they ain't want to mess with you a while ago. Busta Rhymes could handle that LL smoke. Could not handle the LL smoke? Oh, you a LL fan now. Okay. LL might have too much heat for Busta. Really? Wow. Y'all think okay. Now we get on a different subject. We're gonna have to do a whole new live about Busta versus whoever, right? I like to see Busta versus someone like Redman. I know their music too well. You know, when they came out, I was DJing. So I was DJing and producing. So I know their music very, very well. Um, if we talking about a celebration of music, okay. Okay. Will we enjoy ourselves watching this versus between Busta and Redman? Yeah. Yeah, we would definitely enjoy ourselves. Um, yeah. But I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. Jamal Down says Ti said he doesn't run this page, which leads me to think Ti, if true, you didn't check your team releasing those diss tracks and captions talking reckless. Look, if I got somebody running my page and I'm doing a whole like rollout for this album, why wouldn't I check everything before y'all put it out? Y'all would need to get approval from me in order for me to say, all right, run with that, right? Like if you running a business, you're running an establishment, right? And you got people representing your business, right? Running your social media, whatever it is. Oh, so listen, Mr. Harris, we thinking about putting this out. Remember that interview you did with Wallow and Gilly the Kid, and you was talking about the whole versus thing and explaining, your side. We're gonna put that out. I don't think they put it out without his approval, bro. I mean, maybe the kids did put out the songs because anybody can put out a song on YouTube, right? Anybody can be like, you know what? I'm gonna put out a song right now. DeMarcus, you could put out DeMarcus records right now. You know what I'm saying? Anybody could put out a song. RC, you could do a whole album and drop it right now. You don't need nobody approval to do that and put it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So I could see him not knowing that King and Damani put out a diss joint against 50. But I could also see um him saying, nah, don't put that out. You know what I'm saying? Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? But if the kids don't live with them and they ain't around them and they doing their own thing, they're gonna do what they want to do. They grown. I know Damani grown, right? What you say? Archie says, now I'll admit I'm biased. LL is my favorite rapper of all time, but his catalog is ridiculous. Okay. LL never lost before. Yeah. Okay. Gemini Don says, if T.I. was smart, him and 50 should have went on tour together. I think you said that before. Yeah. It's nothing for 50 to tour globally, still packing crowds. But so here's what I say to that. You're right. You're right with that right there. But then now we got to think about it, right? This is probably 50's busiest time of his life. He went on tour with Yayo, Uncle Murder, right? Boom. City, state to state, boom, boom, boom. Went across overseas, the whole nine. They made a lot of money. They made a lot of money. Okay. They made a lot of money. Okay. Now he back. Now you got this show coming out, that show coming out, finishing this show, working on deals for the next show, working on deals for the movie. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to the Moses in the Black, man? Moses Black. I heard that got sabotaged. We got to talk about that another time, man, because I was looking forward to seeing that too. But this is probably as busy. Shreveport, the whole investments in Shreveport, the studio, the G Dome. You know what I'm saying? Like if you follow 50, you know this man is doing a lot of stuff, man, making a lot of investments in Shreveport and doing a lot of stuff, getting Fightland, the TV show established, and now boom, Sky Dances that is in that deal too. A lot of different deals is going on behind the scenes, man. So going on a tour right now, doing a verses right now with Ti is not in the cards. It's not in the schedule. And if that was even discussed, I think Ti would probably be upset because he wants his album to come out when he wants it to come out. Now you got to deal with somebody else's schedule. You got to deal with another man's schedule to put your own stuff out. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that was it. I don't know. 50 a better rapper than Ti. That's what Marcus says. Marcus says that. That's his opinion. Buster needs high energy. Buster is high energy, right? I don't know about now. You know what I'm saying? Like Buster, he seemed like he's slowing down. He getting older. He's not like rah rah like he was before, but he still can spit the verses, right? Marcus says 50 definitely didn't want the LL smoke either. Okay. I know that's your favorite rapper of all time, and much props to LL Cool J. I'm gonna say much props to LL Cool J. He is the GOAT. He is the GOAT. First rapper to do an emotional love song to all the women out there. You know what I'm saying? He established all that stuff. That's the reason. He is the reason why we got love raps, right? Period in hip hop. He's the reason why. I'm gonna say it again. LL's the reason why we got love raps. Period. Like it's allowed. Like it. You know what I'm saying? Before that, nah, ain't nobody doing no love raps. But LL came along, did I need love? And that joint blew. Come on, man. Before that, ain't nobody really doing that. You know what I'm saying? And then, you got Houdini. Don't forget about Houdini. You know what I'm saying? One love, and talking about their relationships and stuff like that. So, but I think that was around the same time, maybe. Right? 50. We say DeMarcus says 50 ever. He said never. He said ever or never. What's his mentor? Oh, you asking? You asking? Okay. Jim Nadon says, true VACAY, he has a lot on his plate. That's why people forget 50 is more than an artist. Exactly, bro. I was saying not for them to tour on a versus stuff, just a tour and both can profit together. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but yeah. I'm with you on that. We on the same page, bro. It's just that, when I'm over here, and I know you already agree, like I'm over here doing all of this, bro. I'm cutting checks. I'm making sure these actors is in place. I'm making sure, all the producers in place, the directors. I'm the executive producer. I'm not just paying for stuff. You see him. He's on the sets. He's going to Power Origins and looking what's going on with that and establishing the relationships with the actual actors. You know what I'm saying? Like 50 is very hands-on if you really watch this man. So he ain't gonna break from doing all of that and being in movie and TV mode to go over here and be like, all right, let me do a diss joint against T.I. real quick. He playing his old stuff. He's playing his old stuff that could combat anything that T.I. is putting out as far as a diss track. You know what I'm saying? You know? Man, DeMarcus, you really love LL, huh? That's your man, huh? You kind of look like LL too. That's what it is. You kind of favor LL Cool J, DeMarcus, man. That's why you like that man. You know what I'm saying? Your lady probably like you look like LL Cool J, huh? That's what it is. Okay, I get it. 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 So yeah, man. Will this turn out good? At the end of the day, will this be bad or good for T.I. and Tiny, man? Because if he's going to bring light on the RICO charge, if he's going to bring light on the fact that T.I. probably made a deal after getting charged with all of these straps that they found, and he made a deal and did the whole commercial to tip people off to go and snitch to the po if they see anything, will that be ultimately damaging? Because that was already established, right? It's already established. But if he reestablishes that T.I. in the public eye was like a snitch, and it was already established back then when it happened. But if he brings that to light worldwide, what could that do to T.I.'s reputation and the family? You know what I'm saying? Mm, dang, man. I don't want this to happen. I'm be honest with you. I don't want none of this stuff to go down. But it's going there, man. It's really, really going there. It's really, it's really going there. I don't know what I got. Hey, I'll put the cops over here. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is not good. What do you say? He said, actually, remember they were supposed to work together on a show. Yeah. I think T.I. was supposed to be in a show 50 executive produced or worked on something, but it all fell out for some reason. Okay. 50 was cool with Mayweather when T.I. tried to fight Floyd. Okay. 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 At the time the Rico stuff came up, what if that's the reason 50 Stop messing with him. Could be. Rico wouldn't pause 50's brand. It would have paused. Right. Exactly. Good point, Gemini Don. Good point. You know what I'm saying? It's like you trying to establish this. You got your brand going. You connected with Dre. You connected with Jimmy Iovine. You connected with all these established networks. And then all of a sudden, oh, T.I., let's do a show together or let's do something together. What? You got a Rico chart? Oh, no, nah, I can't mess with you, bro. I mean, it makes sense, bro. That's a good point. You know what I'm saying? They bringing you in for this because you had this stuff in your house, and then the whole, you remember the girl was making claims against T.I. and Tiny. Remember that? You know what I'm saying? That they did some stuff to her or whatever, and there's a lot of stuff going on. And they got past all of that. So who knows, man? This is crazy, man. 50 could go back to beefing with Papoose. At this point, you know what? What if all this beefing and he was just waiting to be like, who could I do a documentary on next? Who could? Oh, you messing with me, T.I.? Oh yeah, Jim Jones. Yeah, Fabulous. I ain't even talking about it. Yeah, Mano. Right? Papoose, whatever, dog. Like, we know your girl beating you up. Or, nah. I'm not saying that, yo. Shout out to Papoose. But I'm just saying, maybe he was just waiting in the wings, like, yo, I only did how many episodes he did of the Diddy thing? Wasn't it like 6 episodes? It was very short. It wasn't like 20 episodes. It was very short. Like a short documentary. Who can I do another documentary? Oh, they want to mess with me. They want to bring up my deceased mom. They want to go there. Oh man. There's records. Like there's records. Like, you know what I'm saying? If we had what you say, Gemini Don said, if we had that T.I. Tiny Rico while 50 and T.I. agree to do business, we may not get the rest of the Power universe. Exactly. So he had to like separate himself. Basically, is what you're saying. You're saying he had to separate himself because the Rico charge came down. He didn't want to be around that. He didn't want to be connected to that. And he was doing what he needed to do as far as the Power universe and everything else. I mean, it makes sense why he said, yo, just stay away from me. 50 said that. Yo, stay away from me. Oh, you doing this, you doing funny business, you going into comedy. That was just one other reason for him to be like, yo, stay away from me. You know what I'm saying? If T.I. ends up in legal trouble after the documentary, they're gonna be calling him the cops again. Look, man, I'm gonna say it like this. Anybody doing illegal stuff, right? Like doing illegal stuff, and they already looking at you, right? They know. Like the Fed, they already know. They already can look you up and find you and all this and that. So is it really him, or is it him just bringing it to light? You know what I'm saying? So, he said, yeah, man. And for Gemini Don says, and for it to bring up 50 Super Bowl weekend, something Ebro reminded T.I. how this started. I know there's 50 energy saying, yo, bro, stay away, man. Yeah. It makes sense why. Look, if I was in that position too, and I'm establishing myself and people love what I'm doing and all this and that, right? And I already established my brand and I'm known worldwide and people in, you know what I'm saying, Tibet, Dubai, wherever they know 50 Cent, they know my name and I'm 50 Cent. And I got this guy who wants to do business with me and I'm cool with him, but hold up, wait, you just got caught with it. I can't help with you, bro. I gotta leave you alone because you're gonna stop my train from going because my train is already running. Mitsubishi says 50 would have been planning this for a while though, or it's taken a long time, as Diddy did. Well, again, this post. Let me show you this post again. I got to look at when he posted it, but this is pretty recent. When he posted that, he's saying that this is in Spanish. He's saying that 50 Cent reportedly developing Surviving T.I. and Tiny documentary. Now, when he talk about documentaries, again, a lot of people thought that he was capping about Diddy. He didn't cap. So if he ain't cap about Diddy and he's developing this, that means that, okay, give me all that you know on Tiny and T.I. Give me the court records, give me all these records, give me this, give me that. And then we're gonna go to the hood, and then we're gonna find some people who actually experienced some good, bad, or whatever, and then we're gonna interview them. That's probably how it's gonna go down, man. You know what I'm saying? That's probably how it's gonna go down. Uh, what do you say? Gemini said, if T.I. didn't double down, 50 energy would be different. Yep, but it kept doubling down, right? T.I. kept doubling down, poking the bear. That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying before, bro. Like, you mad because the man ain't gonna do verses with you. You mad because the man don't want to do business with you. So if you the hottest thing smoking, you got the Diddy documentaries. You just ended like a crazy series, Power Book 4 Force, which got like the #1 views on Stars. Like, everybody was watching Force, bro. And then you got Fightland coming, and then you got the super buzz going on for Power Origins. And then they talk about Power Legacy, and then you got Fightland coming, right? And then you got this movie coming, right? Again, we need to find out what happened with Moses the Black. We need to find out what happened with that. I know I've been researching myself, but we know that there was some sabotage going on with that. But again, he got way more stuff on the way. And it's like, bruh, I don't got time for this. Gemini Don says the difference is 50 waited until Diddy's trial was over. 9 TV networks did docu-series on Diddy before a trial was put together. Yeah. I remember that. I remember that. Yep. Even TMZ did something, right? A lot of established like networks was trying to do it, but they didn't have it comprised the way that 50 put it together, which was him and his other producers and directors. Masterful how they did it, bro. Masterful. I haven't seen it since, but again, masterful how they did that, bro. So once again, he's probably gonna call the same producers, same directors, same editors, same everything. And I'm not even laughing about this, man. I honestly am going to feel sorry, but I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry, right? Because this is major promotion for T.I. and Tiny to do whatever they want to do until this doc comes out. Now you saw how he did the Diddy joint. Like, he really told the full story. It wasn't just like, trash Diddy, trash Diddy, trash Diddy. No, they established that Diddy became prominent as he worked his way up and everything else like that, and came out with Biggie and came out with you know what I'm saying? Uptown Records, the Bad Boy, the this, the that, you know what I'm saying? Like, he built it up, but then inserted what was happening at the time with the people that was going through what they was going through. Kurt Burrows, all of that stuff. So this may be in development. It's not going to come out. I mean, I don't know when it's going to come out. I'm just saying, I'm not in charge. I'm not involved. But this could be a year from now. It could be 2 years from now. It could be the end of the year. Who knows? But if he's saying we developing this, I'm developing this. We know this man don't cap. We know he don't cap. You know what I'm saying? We know that. So, who's gonna watch it? Are you gonna watch it? I know I'm gonna watch it. I'm not gonna front. I'm gonna watch it. But are you gonna watch it? Because I'm gonna watch it. Period. I'm gonna watch it, and it's not gonna be good, man. It's not gonna be good, man. It's not. It's not. Ti fans, man. Salute Ti for backing your man. I'm a Ti fan too. I like his music. You know what I'm saying? He's done some great stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? But still, it's like, you see where this man is right now. He's not just a regular rapper, bro. You know what I'm saying? I can see you as like, oh, he a regular rapper. Let me go at him. Let me diss him. You know what I'm saying? He gonna diss me back, and then we gonna go back and forth. And maybe we'll talk on the side about going on tour after we do a verses, and then boom, that's how we gonna lay it out, right? Not with this man. This man got a whole different program. You know what I'm saying? He in a whole different stratosphere when it comes down to entertainment. Not just hip hop, not just rap. Entertainment, bruh. Entertainment is there's a big, big difference. Or you say, Gemini Down says, I sent you a video of Master P was hesitant doing verses because one, he not in the battle rap phase no more, right? Plus, he wanted the verses to be at New Orleans. Okay. He wanted the verses to make sense. Yeah, yeah, I agree. A lot of people said that. A lot of people like, yo, because wasn't it done in LA? Wasn't it in LA where they did the verses? It was like, why isn't it in LA? Who approved this? Why y'all do LA, bro? I don't understand. It should have been in New Orleans, right? Mitch Music says, Jay, did you like the reality show though? Which reality show? Which reality show you talking about? Somebody got a hidden message. He said, well, it's gonna be excellent. Just to Oh, okay, gotcha. I see Mr. Marcus. They hid your joint. I don't know why they hid your joint. But yeah, I saw what you said, bro. Yeah, 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 yeah. I mean, you saying the allegations again. Maybe that's the word. Maybe that's the word that they blocked. So yeah, yeah. We say blank is getting smaller. What's getting smaller? You gotta, you gotta. You see that? What is that? That's an Asian. Is that an Asian sign? Did you mean to put that? Gemini Down says, matter of fact, now that I remember, T.I. and Tiny reality show was canceled due to the oh yes. Okay, the reality show. The T.I. and Tiny show. Yeah. I thought that was a cool show. You know what I'm saying? I would watch it every now and then. I would just kind of throw it on. It would kind of be like background, and I would kind of sit there and watch a little bit, especially when they was talking to the kids and T.I. was good to the, you know what I'm saying? Like we saw some established stuff and he was kind of it reminded me of Run's House. It was like the South version of Run's House to me. You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was an okay show. I wasn't mad at that show. You know what I'm saying? They was showing how the development, the family environment, and all this and that. And I thought it was a pretty cool show. But yes, Gemini Don, you make a great point. It was canceled due to that RICO charge. Mm, mm. That's what I was talking about. Okay, that's what yeah. Yeah, like I said, I thought it was an okay show. It reminded me of Run's House. I like Run's House, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Vanessa. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Vanessa. Gemini Down said, I barely watched the reality show, but I did watch at the time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I watched it for a little bit. I wasn't like glued to the screen, like, oh, I gotta watch this next episode of T.I. and Tiny and the family. Nah, but I saw it, in passing. It's like, oh, it's on. Let me see what's going on. And then I kind of would like they would kind of lose me, and then I would go somewhere else and do what I do. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Yeah. So I mean, it was a cool show. But yes, Gemini Down once again. Good point. Good point. It was canceled because of that Rico. Yep. 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 So it's not gonna be good. Be it's not gonna be good. I know Marcus, you said it's gonna be amazing because this, that, and the third. I know, but it's not gonna be good for see, I'm not just thinking about T.I. and Tiny. Even though he was, they didn't charge him. He made whatever deal he made. That don't mean that nobody else could talk about it and bring it back to the generation today. And when you bring stuff like that to the generation today, where we are, where people, the way people look at celebrities, the way people are very, very sensitive right now to certain things, right? You bring in some old stuff to the forefront in 2026, 27, and in the court of public opinion and in the public eye, it could go either way. Some people could be like, "Oh, well, that was back in the day. He already served time or already made his deal or already did this and that." but they're gonna look at him in a different way, and I think that's what 50 may establish, that he's gonna look at him in a different way. Gemini Down says, "Maybe cooler heads will calm things down. Maybe Tyler will be like, 'Yo, 50, I get it.'" That's what you're saying. 50, I get it, but I think about the bigger picture. Maybe he'll tell Ti, let it go, move forward. I don't know if and shout out to Tyler Perry, man. I don't know. I mean, I know they have a relationship. I know Tyler Perry and 50, you know what I'm saying? 50 went to him to get some advice or work on whatever, and they're gonna do some stuff together as far as work and film and stuff like that. Right? I'm sure he went and got some advice or got some information to help him with what he's gonna do with G Unit. But I don't know if Tyler Perry is the one to be like the mediator. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if T.I. really gonna listen to Tyler Perry, you know what I mean? And I don't know if 50 really gonna listen on this level. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? There may be, you know what? There might be, and again, we're speculating here. There might be a conversation going on behind the scenes that we don't know about, and that's the reason why 50 took all the stuff that he posted about Tiny and T.I. and even, Miss Knowles down. Maybe that was the conversation that was had. Mr. Music says, I don't think TP carries any weight right now. Yeah, I didn't even read that. And I'm not gonna say he doesn't hold weight. He holds weight in his own way, but when it comes down to this between these two men, who knows? You know what I'm saying? Like I said, who knows what's really going on behind the scenes? We really don't know the conversations that's happening right now. We just kind of talk about it, speculating, seeing where it goes, man. Um, he still does, yeah, working on projects. Yeah, 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 yeah. Tyler Perry definitely does have his own weight that he holds. You know what I'm saying? But again, when it comes down to how these two men are going to handle each other, he can give advice. He can chime in. I'm sure just there's other people who are chiming in. I'm sure Yayo saying something to 50 like, "Yo, what's up?" and Uncle Murder like, "Yo, what you want us to do?" I'm sure there was a conversation. I'm thinking there was a conversation. I'm not sure, but I'm thinking there was a conversation. Like Yayo probably like, "Yo, you want Murder do a track against Ti? What you want us to do, 50?" I'm sure they was ready. But again, maybe that conversation didn't happen. Maybe it was like, "Yo, what you want us to do?" Because they boys, they fam like that. But remember, Uncle Murder, Yayo got their podcast out right now. Would that really be a good look for their podcast right now? I mean, of course, it'd be like, yeah, we backing up 50. Of course, we know that. But we don't need them to reestablish that they're backing up 50. They're always going to back up 50. That's their man. Gemini Don says plus 50 is a global brand. That's the bigger picture. Yes, that is the bigger picture. And that's the reason why, like I said, I believe that's why he took down all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because people all over the world looking at him. And you already know how it goes, right? When somebody dish you, all right? When somebody dish you and you're a public figure, the last thing you want to do is put light on the person that's dissing you. Unless that's what you want to do, unless that's you want to clown them or whatever reason, right? But the last thing you want to do is give them free promotion. You know what I'm saying? Because trust me, there has been, people who've said some things and with me or against me and they never saw the light of day on my channel. That was way back. That was in the beginning where, you know what I'm saying? But they never saw the light of day and they never came on this channel ever again. And they, you know what I'm saying? Like they will never be. You see what I'm saying? So you don't put light on people who are just trying to clout chase or just trying to just poke the bear to see if you're going to respond back. Now it's like, oh, you say their name. Now everybody looking at them like, oh, well, what else did they say? Or who else they talking about? Now you made them famous. You know what I'm saying? So now 50 with this documentary is going to make them infamous. Mm, wow. I told y'all this though. I told y'all this man is not going to rap back. I told y'all this man going to do things in a different way. Yeah. Jamal Don says, and 50 going to tell it like it is. People want the brutal honesty And yet 50 does it now. It's a problem. I respect 50 for not sugarcoating anything. He stubborn, maybe that's why as a Gemini, I can relate. Okay. So 50 a Gemini. Got you. Got you. Yeah, well, we'll see what happens, man. As this thing develops, as he said, he's developing the documentary as things develop, as I gotta have a name for you, Gemini Don, and my man DeMarcus, both of y'all, like, the vacay R&D, the vacay R&D. I thought about this earlier. I was like, yeah, the vacay R&D, meaning research and development. You know what I'm saying? Because you guys definitely do the research. And salute to both of y'all for always sending me stuff and sending me, what I'm saying, all that good stuff, man. And I appreciate it, man. It's definitely something for us to talk about, to get into. You know what I'm saying? So the vacay R&D squad is in the building. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Marcus and Gemini Don for always, sharing some stuff with your boys. So, this is what we could talk about. He said, nah, 50 cancer. Yeah, that okay, he a cancer. But I can relate to him. Okay. Gemini think like cancers. Okay. Okay. I got you. Getting deep on the astronomy there. I got you, bro. I got you. Yeah, fam. So shout out to the vacay R&D. Shout out to the VIPs. Shout out, I got all different acronyms for y'all. The vacay MVPs. You know what I mean? Like but my R&D, my research and development squad, man. You guys do an excellent job, man. Definitely keeping your boy up to date with some stuff. You know what I mean? Oh, they get a good name. What do you mean? What are you talking? Look, you are still the president, Mitchie Music, of the Moist Squad. Okay. Not only did you have your month last month with Lovers Day, now it's Women's Month. So happy Women's Month to Mitchie Music and the whole entire Moist Squad. All right, fam. Look, it's VACAY-JTV entertainment news, fam. I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Definitely share this out. Hit that like button, hit that hype button. If you're watching the replay, man, share this out. Again, we are just talking about the up-to-date stuff that's happening right now. Give me your thoughts below. And absolutely, if you know or have anything that you want to share with me, definitely follow me on at VACAYJ Media, VACAYJ Media on IG. And yeah, man, we're gonna keep this thing going. All right. I appreciate y'all. Thank you for coming through. Salute to everybody. Vacay fam worldwide. It's your man VACAY-J. I'm gonna see y'all next time. Till next time. Salute.